Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We are on the 8th part, which sees Surah Araf. This surah has a few stories inside it, but most prominently it's a story of Nabi Adam and what happens when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala creates him. Allah says, we indeed created you, we fashioned you, and then we said to the angels, prostrate before Adam. What this means is that we were all created together, and then we were somehow placed within Adam, and the angels were commanded to prostrate before Adam. Iblis at this point refused, and he said, I am better than he is. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to Iblis, you have no right to behave with pride and arrogantly in there. What this seems to say is that this was a place of a highly refined state where only angels existed who did not suffer from this ego or wanting to have their will beyond the will of God. So Allah says, ahbit, drop from it. It's an existential dropping. You are no longer eligible to be in this particular realm. Iblis says, in that case, spare me till the day of Qiyamah. And indeed, I shall misguide all of them. I shall sit in front of them, come from behind them and misguide them. Allah says, for whoever follows you from them, I shall fill the hellfire with all of you altogether. Adam and Eve are told to stay in Jannah. Allah says, do not go near this tree, lest you become of those who are oppressive upon their souls. Iblis here comes and does waswasa, whispers to them and says, I am one who admonishes you. Allah has not prevented you from going near this tree, save that you may become ever living or you may become angels. So in their naivety, they go towards that tree. As soon as they consume of that tree, something happens to them. Because Shaitan wanted to disclose to them what was hidden from them. They were in a state of innocence. They did not understand the meaning of embarrassment and nakedness. Immediately as they eat from the tree, there is a change within their physical constitution. There is an added hormone within them. And they realize that they are naked. They feel a sense of utmost embarrassment for the first time. That level of innocence leaves them and they begin to cover themselves with the leaves of tree. Allah calls out to them, the Quran says, وَنَادَى, Allah calls out. Whereas previously the tone was, Allah was saying to them as if they were near. Did I not say to you, don't go near that tree? Whereas previously Allah said, do not go near this tree. What this means is that when they ate whatever they consumed, there was a change in their constitution and there was a change in the dimension of their existence. Whereas first they were in the presence of God, now they had been removed from the presence of God. What this means is that they changed dimension. Subsequent to this, Adam and Eve say to Allah, O Allah, indeed we have wronged ourselves, and if you don't forgive us, we will be of those who are at a loss. Contrast this response to the one that Iblis gave. Iblis said, O Lord, you have deceived me by making me prostrate in front of this being. As a result, I will cause them all to be misguided. And Adam, on the other hand, does not say to Allah, O Allah, you have deceived me, you planned this trick for me. Instead, Adam says, O Allah, I have oppressed myself. You gave me an opportunity to assess my own self, examine my own self, and I have failed. The response of Iblis was a very miserable response. He was a miserable individual from within himself, whereas Adam and Eve were very sincere. On the other hand, had Iblis done sajda to Adam at that point, it would have been the greatest opportunity that Iblis was given, and Adam would have, till the day of Qiyamah, together with his children, saluted Iblis as their master, because he took the opportunity and swallowed his pride. In any case, Allah says, descend from there. All of you leave. In the earth shall you live, in the earth shall you die, in the earth, from the earth shall you be resurrected. Now here is a question that we need to ask. That if Adam was meant to come to earth in any case, why is Adam feeling such a sense of sin at coming to earth in the way in which he came? The only response is that Adam was supposed to stay within that realm for a considerable amount of time to gradually mature, to learn about the earth in which he was supposed to come, in order to be well equipped to face the earth and the life of the earth. But Adam naively preceded to the earth before his time, and therein was the oppression against his own soul, and he was not ready. This surah interestingly talks about communities of man and jinn going to hell. And every time a community comes, it curses its sister community, and all of them curse each other for preparing the path to hell. This is very interesting, because we are told that the hell fire shall come after Qiyamah. And this is already talking about the hellfire and communities being admitted into the hellfire. This could be interpreted in several ways, that potentially as communities die, their fate is sealed, which says to us that there's an individual fate and a communal fate. On the other hand, it could also mean that prior to the existence of Adam, the other species that have gone before us have already come to their Qiyamah and entered heaven or hell. So this could be another interpretation, that has always been a species existing or existent on the face of this earth. The end of the surah talks about variety of prophets, from Adam, Nuh, Hud, Saleh, Lut, and Shuaib. But the Quran makes certain distinctions. When it comes to the story of Nuh, Allah says, and Nuh, we sent him to his people. When it comes to Hud and Saleh, Allah says, we sent to Ad their brother Hud, to Thamud their brother Saleh. When it comes to Lut, Lut is said that Lut was sent to his people. When it comes to Shuaib, the verse says Shuaib came to his brothers in Madian, which says, and the Quran is very particular about the words that it chooses, which just shows that maybe Hud, Saleh and Shuaib were a part of a larger family and a clan that formed the whole community. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ali tayyibin at-tahirin.